Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kerry, and if you're new here, thank you for stopping by, and if you're not new here, thank you for coming back. It really does mean a lot to me. Now, we've had a break guys. I think it's probably been maybe about two and a half months since I last filmed a video. Honestly, I've just had so much going on. I try to keep up to my channel, I do, but you know, between Christmas and New Year and the kids' birthdays, obviously everything's going up in life, in price, everything. And quite honestly, I've had to be quite selective about the things that I've purchased. And that's typically what I tend to film, is like subscription box unboxings, product hauls, things like that. And honestly, I have not been buying. There's two reasons I've not been buying. The first reason is, honestly, nothing's really caught my eye, nothing's really taken my fancy. And the second reason is, again, I have to be selective with what I'm buying these days. And then on top of all that, I also went back to work full time. I did go back part time in September, but in January I did go back full time, so I now work 5 days a week again. So trying to fit filming in, and then Chris, my partner, he's recently started a new job, so he's been away training for a few weeks for that. So you know, I've kind of been on my own with the kids, working, house, all that kind of stuff. So I've just honestly not had time to sit and film. So I'm sorry. And if you're still here and you're back watching my videos, thank you for remaining subscribed. Thank you for being patient. So yeah, so anyway guys, what I'm gonna do, I've seen this trend, it's predominantly going around TikTok, but I've seen a few people on YouTube doing it. And don't mind the setup, by the way. I've moved my dining room round. You know that I mainly film at my dining table. I've filmed my dining room round, not filmed, I've moved my dining room round, and this is just one of the other walls. I need to get a backdrop and a few other things. So for now, this is our beautiful setup. But yeah, so Liliana's in bed, so if you hear baby crying, that's where she is. Just quick update on Liliana really as well, for those of you that have watched me for quite a while now. She's growing up so fast. Like, she honestly, like, she's nearly 18 months old now. She's running around the house, she can climb the stairs, she can dance, she knows movements to head, shoulders, knees and toes, if you're happy and you know it. Incy Wincy Spider, many more. Honestly, like, I'm still over here doing wind the bobbing up, and she's over there doing head, shoulders, knees and toes. Like, she's so advanced, she's coming on so well, she's speaking, like, honestly, she's so good. And you'll probably see her in a couple of videos at some point coming up, but tonight she's in bed asleep, so I thought I'll take the opportunity to film. But yeah, anyway, so I've been seeing this trend going around TikTok predominantly, but I have seen a couple of YouTubers doing it as well. And I thought, do you know what? Actually, I've been caught in these traps. So I am going to do a de-influencing video. So today we are going to be de-influencing. So for me, the way that I got into YouTube and makeup and beauty and subscription boxes and all that kind of stuff was, I went into Primark and I bought a contour kit. And on the back of it, it obviously had the little sticker on of where you're supposed to place all the different shades and the different parts of it. Didn't really know too much about makeup, knew what it was, liked it, but could never really do it. And then I saw a contour kit, it was like £3, and I was like, do you know what, I'm gonna have a go. I got home, I put it on, well, I looked a mess. Honestly, I looked horrific. I looked like a clown. Looking back now, the shade that I picked medium to deep, I think. I didn't actually look at it, I just picked it up because it was a contour kit, and I think I picked medium to deep, so obviously the tone in itself was completely off for my complexion. But honestly, I looked awful. So what I did is I went on YouTube and I looked up how to apply contour, and then from there I got into kind of the beauty world, the beauty space and all that kind of stuff. And there's quite a few bigger subscribers, not subscribers, sorry, quite a few bigger channels, bigger influencers that I actually really like. So to name a couple, Laura Lee, Tati, Manny MUA, Kelly Strack, they're just a few that I like, that I'm subscribed to and I still watch now. And I trust quite a lot of their recommendations, quite a lot of the products that they use, but I have had some misses, I'm not gonna lie, I have. So I've got a little stack of products here. I don't have many, and I've predominantly chosen my higher end ones because I feel like a higher end purchase, especially of makeup, it's a lot, you know, especially when you're a regular person, you just work in a regular job, you know, you're not on stacks and stacks of cash, you don't have massive kind of disposable income, you know, to spend £50 on an eyeshadow palette, it's a big commitment. So I've just picked a couple of things that I personally think just aren't worth the money. A couple of these bits I have received in subscription boxes, so I haven't, or I've got minis, so it's not like I've gone out and, you know, bought everything like full size and this is a holy grail. But yeah, so I thought I'd share my opinions with you. If you like these products and you love these products, amazing. Like, I'm really happy for you. Continue to use them. For me personally, I just don't like them. I just think that they're overpriced, overhyped. And yeah, let's go ahead and get in because I've been babbling way too long. So I've got my little stack in front of me. So let's go ahead. So the first one for me, the biggest one for me, I've personally never ever purchased this product, and honestly I will never purchase this product, is the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream. Now, I've received quite a lot of samples of this now in advent calendars, subscription boxes, little gift sets, things like that. Now, while it's a nice cream, I'm not denying that. It's a nice cream. It doesn't really smell of anything. It feels really lightweight on the skin. I mean, even the little mini, you know, it still comes in the little CT bottle. Like, it's really, really cute. And it's really nice. It is a nice cream. It's not worth the price tag. It's not. It's a moisturizer. That's all it is. It doesn't do anything different for my skin than my Elf Holy Hydration moisturizer, honestly. It's nice. I'd be happy to receive it in a gift box or something like that. I mean, if someone wanted to buy it for me, I'd be happy to receive it. I wouldn't ever say no, it's rubbish, it's awful. I just think it's overpriced for what it is. But yeah, I was sucked into this and I couldn't wait to try it, and I really nearly bought it in a sale. And then I received a couple of samples. I received quite a lot of samples from Let's Face It. If anyone remembers them, I don't know what's happened to them. Where did they go? But I received quite a lot of samples from Let's Face It. I've given a few samples away to friends, people at college, my tutor, and even they agree it's just not worth the money. So yeah, save your money on the Charlotte Tilbury cream. Kind of feel a little bit Charlotte Tilbury bashing here, but another thing for me, Charlotte Tilbury, is these little mini quads. So I've got the Flawless Eye Filter Luxury palette. Oh, they're both luxury palettes. What are they? Oh, this one's Diva Lights and this one's Star Aura. So this one is Diva Lights. Really pretty. They're pretty. I'm not going to deny they are pretty, but they're just not pretty enough in my opinion. And you get 4 shimmer shades. You know, you can't use it alone. I mean, I suppose you could if you wanted to, but for me personally, I can't use this alone. I look at this and I'm just not inspired. I think these are around the £35–40 mark each. Now, I don't have any other bigger palettes, so maybe if I had a bigger palette I might feel a little bit differently, but I just feel like it's just, I mean, like I said, they're very, very pretty shades. They just don't have the wow factor for me. Nothing in this stands out and screams use me. Nothing in this, you know, I look at them all the time. I look at them, I go back to them, and I think Charlotte Tilbury, everyone says how good Charlotte Tilbury is, like maybe I should give it a go, but I open it and I'm not inspired. Honestly, I'd rather use my P. Louise. So yeah, save your money on the quads. If you're gonna buy a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow, buy the bigger ones. Save up and buy the bigger ones. I personally don't have them, so I don't know what the quality is like, but if it's anything like these, it will be good quality. But these little quads, in my opinion, they're just redundant. The next thing, we'll move on. Huda. I love Huda. I love Huda Beauty. I need to catch up on all the bigger palettes. If you've watched any of my videos, you will know the Rose Gold Remastered is my favourite ever palette. Like, that is completely bashed, but I love it. I love it. It's my favourite palette of all time. But this one, and this one, I just can't use them. I just can't seem to figure out an eye look with either of them. So this one is obviously, it's still got the little thing on, and you can see it's like, it's mainly untouched. I think I've swatched this shade a couple of times. I think I've swatched this one, maybe used this one once or twice, but aside from that, it's almost untouched. I've had this in my collection for 4 years now, I think. And I just can't seem to ever figure out an eye look. I'm just never inspired by this. I just feel, to me, the colours are very similar. You know, this one and this one look the same. This one and this one look very similar. This one and this one, you know, this one and this one, like the tones in there are very similar tones. And I find that when you do kind of blend them out, and like, I'll show you, there's not really a huge deal of difference like in the shades, you know. So once you blend it, you get in one colour, and I don't know, for me, I just can't get inspired by this. Let me just grab a wipe. Yeah, I'm just not inspired by it. And same with the Mercury Retrograde. I couldn't wait to get my hands on this. It looks so good online, and it looks good in person. I mean, look at the shades, they are stunning. But again, I just feel it just doesn't make sense to me. Like, I don't understand where this green goes. Like, where does this green go if I was to create an eye look? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Maybe I'm just looking at it wrong. I mean, it's beautiful. I mean, maybe I'm just looking at it wrong, and I just can't see the potential with it. I don't know. Maybe I need to watch a few like tutorials or something online and see if I can kind of get inspired. But I just can't seem to be inspired by it. I just can't seem to ever figure a look. As a lot of you know, I attend college. I'm doing a makeup course. These, I've actually switched over to my I mean, that is beautiful, in it, like, that's stunning. But I've actually moved these into my professional kit now, because I just think I personally can't use them. I personally can't be inspired by them. However, I might have a client that wants a turquoise shade. I don't know. So I've actually moved these two. These are the two for me that I'm just a bit like, I just can't. I'm not inspired. But these were both £58 each, I think. Huda's usually on sale nowadays. When I bought them, they'd just come out. But yeah, beautiful, beautiful palette. Love Huda's formula. Love the Rose Gold Remastered. Love the Naughty and Nice palette, I think it's called. Love the New Nudes, I think it's called. I need to get the 2 newer ones. But yeah, these two, I'm just not inspired. A couple of other things. So this one went viral. You'll know it. It's an OG product, the Urban Decay Primer Potion. This for me is just, honestly, I just don't like it. I just think it's just not that great, honestly. I got this, again, when I first got into makeup, before I could really apply makeup properly, before I really knew what I was doing with it. I went to Urban Decay a couple of times and had my makeup done. And in the UK, I'm going to say the UK, I think everyone that watches me is in the UK, but in the UK, if you go and have your makeup done at a makeup counter, Urban Decay, Too Faced, MAC, wherever, it costs you however much. Obviously, they all have their own price. I think Urban Decay is about £35 to £40. You get your makeup done, and then you get to use that back and redeem it in products. So this was one of the things that I chose, which is the primer potion. I used it a few times, and I never really liked it. And then I thought, maybe I just can't use primer. Maybe I just don't know what I'm doing with it. And then I was introduced to the P. Louise primer, and wow, this, it sits in the back of my drawer. Honestly, I just don't really use it. I don't really reach for it. I do use more than P. Louise now. I use P. Louise. I use the MAC one. Sorry, my brush dropped something. I use the MAC one. I've got one by She Glam. Love them all. This, I just don't really like it. The matte formula is quite good. It's definitely better than this because it's more pigmented, opaque. Does opaque mean see-through? Anyway, it covers your eyelid more. This one, it's just too thin for me and I just don't really like it. Another viral product, Mario Badescu drying lotion. So this, everybody on YouTube raved about this. Everybody said how good it was. You feel a spot coming through, you dab it on, you wake up in the morning, your spot's gone. It's amazing, it's brilliant, it's amazing. This is cheap. It's like £12. I think I got it from Beauty Bay in a sale for like £7. So it didn't cost me the earth. However, I just think it's rubbish. I've got a, is it Ren? I want to say I'm sure it's Ren. I've got a Ren spot treatment that you put it on, it tingles, you leave it on overnight, your spot is gone. It's amazing. I'm going to feature that in an upcoming favourites video. I've used that now for a couple of years. I personally don't tend to really get spots. I get hormonal spots. But yeah, this is just rubbish. Again, it sits in my drawer because I have it. I don't really like it. Honestly, it reminds me of calamine lotion. Maybe that's what it's supposed to do. Another Mario Badescu. This is a mini. I got this in an advent calendar last year. This is the facial spray with aloe, herbs and rose water. I think this is the most popular one. I'm not sure. I don't really know what it does, honestly. It's not a setting spray, but when I sprayed it on my skin, it just didn't really do anything. If I'm honest, it tightened my skin. So again, I didn't buy this. I know that this isn't full size. I think the full size again is really affordable. I think it's like £12 or £15 or something. But I just think it's overhyped. I know that the hype on this has really died off now. I know that people aren't really using it. And I know that I've been watching quite a few declutter videos on Facebook, not on Facebook, on YouTube recently. And a lot of influencers are getting rid of this. Probably because it's old, but probably just because it just sits there. But it is an iconic spray. Everybody knows about it. Everybody knows what it is. I just don't like it. Sol de Janeiro. Now, I love Sol de Janeiro. I love their scent. I love their cream. I love their fragrance. I think they are brilliant. This, however, to me is a gimmick. It's overpriced. It's not that great. It smells nice, but it's just not that great. This is the aluminium-free deodorant. Aluminium-free deodorant, and it's in the original scent Cheirosa 62. This says Sol de Janeiro Rio Dio. So it's citric acid. Also, it eliminates odor, helps even skin tone and fight ingrown hairs. It's got coconut oil, mango seed butter, so it softens, soothes and moisturizes. It's got papaya enzyme, and yeah, it's just a deodorant. It's vegan, cruelty free. It's just a deodorant, guys. Like, mine's a little bit minging because obviously I've used it all. Well, I say I've used it all up. There's this much left. Like you can see, I'm twisting. It was nice and it made me smell nice, I'm not gonna lie, it did, but I found the formula quite sticky. It's quite a creamy formula, and one thing that I did notice as well is if I had like a vest top on or something and I was sweating, I mean we all sweat, don't we? If I was sweating, I'd get sort of like little white balls kind of like gathering around, you know, this part of my vest top, and I didn't really like that, but it did smell nice. I mean, it felt nice for a deodorant, I guess, but personally, I think this was like £12 or £15, which isn't the end of the world, but for a deodorant, it's expensive. So personally, just save your money and go buy some Dove. Now, another one that's a viral product. This is a mini. I can't remember where I got this from. I don't know if I've received it in a subscription box, a calendar, or if I bought it. But this is a mini NARS Orgasm Blush. Now, again, this was an absolute icon. It still is. Everyone still goes on about it. And I wanted to get my hands on this for such a long time, but it was always sold out. No matter where I went online, it was always sold out. And then eventually I got it. Like I said, I can't remember where I got this from. And I'm just so underwhelmed by it. Like, it doesn't... Maybe it's my skin tone, but I mean, I'm really rubbing there, really rubbing, and you can see there's barely anything coming off. There's barely anything on the back of my hand. You just can't really see it, and it shows up very golden. When it does show up, when you really pack it up, it shows up really golden, more like a highlight than a blush. Maybe I just got a bad one, I don't know, but I just can't. I just don't like this product. I just think it's really overhyped. I think it's really overpriced, honestly. I mean, I think the full size is like £30 for a blush. But yeah, I just don't like it. Save your money. It's up to you. Maybe you love it. I personally don't. Back to Charlotte. Miss Charlotte Tilbury. These are the Power Matte lipsticks, I think. I can't find my other ones. I've got a couple of others, but this one is in the shade Miranda May. Now, it's a really pretty shade. Love the shade. Love the little lip imprint on there. Really pretty. Love the packaging. Honestly, the packaging doesn't feel luxury. I've got cheaper lipsticks that feel better quality than this one. But the packaging's not everything. It looks really pretty, but, you know, packaging's not everything. As I said, really pretty shade. Glides on really nicely. Pigmented enough. I just don't think they're worth the money. I just think for a lipstick, go get a MAC lipstick. £19. You can get a mini for £11. Like, just go get MAC. I just think this is, it's nice, but it's not the price nice, if that makes any sense. I just think they're overpriced. Another one, we haven't got many left now. I think 3 left. This little e.l.f. Glow Gleam Beam highlight palette. Is it just a highlight palette? Yeah, highlight palette. I just don't really like this. I bought it again because everybody said it's amazing, go buy it. It wasn't expensive. I think it was maybe £8, but I think I got it in a sale, or I got buy one get one free. I can't remember now, but either way, it wasn't expensive. I think it cost me about £6 or £7. No, probably like £5 or £6. I got mine in light, and I just feel like the shades are hunky chunky. There's not really a shade that matches me. I don't think the payoff is that great. You know, I just think, I don't know, maybe I mean the powder ones definitely feel better than the baked ones, apart from this white one that's just like straight up glitter. But yeah, I just don't think the colour payoff's good. Again, it was really cheap, it wasn't expensive, so I can't really grumble price wise. I just think I would have rather put my money somewhere else, even if it was only £5. But again, you might like it, you might love it. Urban Decay Naked. This isn't these 2 palettes specifically, these are just the 2 that I grabbed out of my drawers. The Naked Original, I know that that's discontinued. Honestly, I bought this for FOMO because I didn't have it, and then they put out a thing saying they were discontinuing it, and I was like, oh my god, I really need to have that palette. Like, I don't have it, I want it, everyone raves about it, all the influencers that I watch have got it, I need it, it's an iconic piece of history, I need it. And I bought it, and honestly, I've swatched it twice, I think. I've never used it. It's a very cool tone palette. I know at the time when this was originally released, this was kind of the tone that everyone was wearing. This was before I got into makeup, so it was never something that I really liked. The shades are nice, the pigment's there, you know, they are really nice shadows. I just think the Naked series is a little bit redundant now. I've got quite a few, so I've got the honey one I really did want, because again, everyone told me how good it was. They told me it was amazing, they told me it was Urban Decay's best formula yet, and again, you know, the shades are really pretty. My partner went out and he got me this for Christmas a few years ago, the year it was released actually, from my daughter. I used it that Christmas. I've never used it since. Again, the shades are really nice, the formula's good. Urban Decay does have a good formula. I just think the Naked series is a little bit redundant now. I think it's too many shades that are the same. I struggle to make any kind of eye look out of it. I can make an eye look out of it. If it was the only palette that I had in my collection, I could definitely use it, but I just think I've got better. The one Urban Decay palette that I do love, I've used it for years and it's still going strong, the Born to Run palette. If you get your hands on that, that is a wicked palette. It's so versatile. It's got cool tones, it's got warm tones, it's got pops of colour, it's got your neutrals. Amazing palette. The Naked series, I just think it's a little bit redundant now. I know they keep still releasing them, but yeah, I just personally think it's a little bit redundant. Again, just my opinion. And then the very last one, now this is a Kylie lip kit. It is in the old formula, so maybe the new formula is a little bit better. I don't know. I just think the colours are really pretty. I do like the Kylie lip kit colours. For me personally, I don't know if you can see, but I find this with every Kylie lip liner I've got. I've got 4, and this happens with every single one of them. Can you see? So it just drops. It's like the lead inside is broken, or it doesn't fit, or it dries up and kind of shrivels up a little bit. And I honestly find that with every Kylie lip kit that I've got. Well, lip liner. So it kind of makes it a little bit impossible to use the liners. Again, maybe the new formula, the new packaging is a lot better. I don't have any of the newer packaging, new formula. This one personally, I just, yeah, I can't. And then the liner, I mean not the liner, the actual lipstick itself, again, really, really nice, really pigmented, really good. I just find them really drying. I find them really, really drying on the lips. I've got 2 Kylie lipsticks and 4 lip pencils. And honestly, the lip pencils are some of my favourites, colour-wise, pigment-wise, like longevity-wise. But the leads just always fall out, and I don't know why. The lipsticks themselves, although I do like the colours that I own, it's just a really drying formula. I love a matte liquid lip. Huda's formula is a really good one. Who else makes a really good one? Can't think off the top of my head now, but I do love a liquid lipstick, but I just find the Kylie formula just a little bit too drying for me. But yeah, so that's it, guys. That's all my products that I just think are real, that I'm de-influencing, honestly, that I wish I would have saved my money on. If it's something, obviously, that I did purchase, I just wish I'd have saved my money, because I just don't use these products anymore. I don't reach for them. And again, I did choose the higher end ones just because the majority of the people that watch my channel, they're just regular people with a regular job and not a huge disposable income. So again, I don't want you to go out and spend £56, £60 on an eyeshadow palette because a huge influencer told you it was the best thing since sliced bread, and then it just sits in your drawer like I've done, because that's exactly what I've done. I was on kind of like a bit of a FOMO, and I was kind of like, oh my god, Laura Lee uses that eyeshadow palette, I need that eyeshadow palette. Kelly Strack loves that blush, so I need to go get that blush. And looking back now, I didn't. And honestly, I don't even really like these products. Some of them, like I said, they're not bad formulas. They're good formulas, like the Huda palettes, the Naked palette, amazing formulas. The palettes just don't make sense to me, and the Naked collection is a little bit redundant. The Kylie lip kits, again, amazing formula on the lip liner. It just falls out of its tube. The lipstick itself is a little bit drying. But yeah, anyway, guys, let me know in the comments down below, have you got any products that you regret buying? Do you agree with me about any of these products? Do you love some of these products? Let me know, because I'd be interested to know down below. I'm gonna film a couple of videos while Liliana's sleeping, so if you've made it this far and you watch my next video and I'm wearing exactly the same outfit with exactly the same jewellery and exactly the same makeup, you know why. It's because I'm bulk filming. But yeah, thank you for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to ring the bell, and don't forget to comment down below any products that you are de-influencing. Anyway, guys, that's it from me. Thank you. Bye.